Hello everyone. So today's chapter is World Heritage. Now, before I start with this chapter, I want you all to think as to what these two words mean. When I say a particular place, a particular monument is a World Heritage, what does it really mean? So, before starting off, I am going to break the meaning of these two words. The first one being world and the second one being heritage. Now when I say world, what do you really understand by it? Yes, the very obvious meaning, dunya, the entire world. And when I say heritage, what does it mean? Heritage means any place that is of historical, cultural, or of natural importance. Now when I say historical, cultural, natural importance, what does this mean? I'll give you an example. Now in India, if I have to say a place is of World Heritage Site or it is of historical importance, which one that is the very obvious one that comes to your mind? Yes, I'm sure the very first one that comes to your mind is Taj Mahal. Now when I say Taj Mahal, which of these fall into Taj Mahal? Is it of historical importance? Yes. Is it of cultural importance? Maybe or maybe not. Is it of natural importance? No. When I say no, why is it? Because it's not naturally made. It is man-made and that is why it is of historical or cultural importance. And now, throughout this chapter, you will see this combination of words being repeated again and again. When I say World Heritage and the next word they've used is site. So, what is a site? A site is basically a place, a monument, a lake, it could be a lake, a forest, a building, or any other natural place. So, now you combine all of this and understand what is meant by a World Heritage Site. So, when I combine all of this, it comes to any place that holds any historical, cultural or natural importance, and that place could be a monument, a lake. A monument means, I'll give you an example, like Qutub Minar, there's Humayun Tomb, then there's Taj Mahal. So all of these are monuments. Then there are lakes, there are forests, there are buildings, and there are many other natural places. Now, what is the importance of these World Heritage Site? Why is this a separate chapter to you? What is the need for creating a World Heritage Site? And why is not every place called a World Heritage Site, but only specific places are called as World Heritage Sites? Now, coming through, I'll explain you why, when, and how this whole entire process unfolds. Now, if you see the warm-up exercise, they've given a very beautiful diagrammatic illustration as to how World Heritage Site impacts us. Now, I'll draw this up. You will see in the warm-up exercise, you will see that circle has been divided into 4 parts. Now, the very first being by understanding. Now, when I say by understanding, what will happen when you try to understand a World Heritage Site? Now, what will happen when you go to Taj Mahal and you understand the history behind creating Taj Mahal? Why was it made? Who made it? When you go into the history and try to study the place, you are basically understanding the place. And what happens when you understand the place? You helps to value it. Now, if you understand the place, obviously you will value it much more. If tomorrow morning you go to Taj Mahal without any knowledge of what is the place all about, who created it for whom, what was the reason for this creation, if you don't know any of it, you will obviously not enjoy the place. And if you do not enjoy the place, you do not understand the place. And if you do not understand the place, what happens is you do not value the place. You do not understand how important this place is in history. And once you start valuing this place, what happens is by valuing, what happens once you start valuing the heritage site? You to take care of it. Obviously, once you start valuing a heritage site, you start caring for it. Why do I say you start caring for it? Because you have a certain sense of sensitivity in you, because now you have understood the place, you have valued the place. And that is why you are starting to take care of the place. Now, what do you mean by caring? It means that you will make sure that you do not do anything to harm the place. Now, in many monuments in India, you will see that many tourists come and scratch the walls. They draw on the walls, they scratch the walls, they litter the places. So that means that you are not taking care of it. Why are you not taking care of it? Because you've not understood the importance of this place in the very beginning. Now, continuing. When you are taking care of it, what happens is by caring, people enjoy it. Yes. So once you start caring, what happens is you start to enjoy the place. Now, if you do not care for the place, like for the many tourists who come and litter the place, they throw all the garbage here and there, they do not take care of the monument, they scratch the walls, they just destroy the structure of the buildings. So what happens is they are not sensitive to that particular place, and because of which they do not enjoy that place. And once you start enjoying, what happens is by enjoying, you thrive to understand. So now you see how this whole circle goes. Once you start enjoying, you have the thirst to understand that place more and more. So that is why this goes back to what we started with, the need to understand a place. Now you can see how this entire diagram flows. It starts with you understanding a place. Once you start understanding the place, you start to value it, and once you value the place, you start caring for it, and once you start caring for it, you want to understand that place even more and more, and even deeper and deeper into the history and the beginning of that place. So that is how you start enjoying, you start understanding, and we go back to the entire diagram. So this is what the warm-up was all about, and this is what the World Heritage Site is all about. Now in India, if I have to give you many examples of World Heritage Site, they are the Taj Mahal, the Qutub Minar, the Ajanta and Ellora caves, then the Elephanta caves, then the Humayun tomb, then there are many cities like the city of Hampi, the city of Jaipur, all of these and many more actually. But all of these are some of the examples of a World Heritage Site. Now, I'll give you a bit of a gist of what this entire chapter is all about. Now, in the first few paragraphs, you are introduced to what a World Heritage Site is. And in the later paragraphs, you come to know how are World Heritage Site being labeled as World Heritage Site. Who decides that? What are the various committees that are formed? Which was the original committee that formed the World Heritage Site? And then, obviously, if a World Heritage Site is formed, many a times what happens is there are many sites that are in danger. When I say in danger, that means that city or that monument or that lake or forest could eventually collapse. It could have an end to it. So, in the last paragraph, you will see that there is an explanation of what are the reasons for these sites to be in danger. So, this is the gist of the entire chapter.